niggas are getting violent. Baby, be honest. First time doing it like I did. They done about to do the high me. Fucking up the scenes, my assignment. Got them all checking out my Johnson. Hit them with a rock, then we bouncing. Yeah, bounce. Careful what you bring in my house. I ain't really fucking with that sucker shit now, but the vampires fucking with the count. Dracula, blowing with the jugular, man. They be trying to mirror my sound. They be trying to fuck my nigga, go bigger, cause can't nobody figure this out. No, they can't top that.
We gotta talk about Wendy Williams. You guys were messaging me asking.
All right, so this is the name that I haven't heard for real in a minute. My mom's used to love watching some Wendy Williams.
We gotta talk about Wendy Williams. You guys were messaging me asking my opinion on this, okay?
She
So in case you don't know who Wendy
there,
Williams is, she was an extremely popular host of the daytime talk show, which was named after her, The Wendy Williams Show. From 2008 to 2022. That is a very
14
long
years.
time.
I didn't
Essentially,
even know
her
she ran that
show
long.
was like someone's auntie saying way too much at the cookout. You know
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
great way to describe it.
Stop it! Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband
I ain't never heard
dead.
that one.
Well, essentially in 2022,
Denial,
she stepped down
that's
from
funny.
hosting due to
Back
medical
pocket.
issues stemming from Graves' disease. I mean, that was what we were officially
Never
told
heard
for the
of that
reason that she
either.
was leaving. Now, all of a sudden, she is in a conservatorship, and trying to trace how she got into this conservatorship is quite difficult. What I can tell you is that
Kanye-ter.
she was getting divorced. She got a divorce, rather, in 2020, okay? She was married to a guy named Kevin Hunter from 1999 to 2020, and we know that the end of this was definitely traumatic,
also
I would
crazy.
say. It was a traumatic ending to a relationship. And women, when they're coming out of long relationships,
was her
you
husband
tend to see
died?
this, and men as well, their personalities will go through some sort of an
all
adjustment.
I'm
And some
saying.
people will say, oh, you're spiraling. It's just, but she obviously was drinking a lot, okay? What happens next is that Wells
Pull it up,
Fargo,
pull
which
it
didn't know
up.
banks could do this, essentially just said, we're going to freeze all of your bank accounts and petition the court for you to have a temporary financial
I didn't know banks
guardianship.
could do
And
that
that
either.
happened, okay? They just stopped her being able to have
Froze the
access
money.
to her money. They said that it was to protect Wendy Williams' finances, and that's the reason that they did it. Suddenly, she gets somebody else that becomes her guardian. Like Wells Fargo is somehow able to secure a guardian over her. This woman, who just looks like a villain, is now suddenly in control of her life. She doesn't know this woman. She has no relationship with her. She wasn't her financial advisor, but now she is totally in control of Wendy Williams' life. And so she appeared on Breakfast Club
said
with
she
her
just
niece
looks like a
Alex,
villain.
and she spoke about what was going on. And here is what Wendy and her niece Alex had to say about it.
I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying?
This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, and you know this, not Wendy, because you're there. It's small.
me?
She has a bed, a chair,
She
a
looks so
TV,
distressed.
a bathroom, and she's looking out one window. The building's across the street.
So now Wendy Williams
she's
is
not allowed
essentially
to leave
calling
the
on
building?
friends
Like,
to
that's
speak
crazy.
out because she can't do anything. Like again, this is the most terrifying thing. This is, I don't even know how this is allowed legally. This should obviously be abolished unless she is physically harming someone. Okay, there is nothing that is wrong with going broke. Okay, she started.
Yeah, how do you get the right to just like hold somebody like that? Like, I understand putting a freeze on the money, but how do you just lock them in a room and not what?
Her life broke. She's allowed to end her
There's
life
more
broke.
to this
And Wendy
story.
Williams was going through a divorce. She was drinking a lot. Homegirl needed a break. And so I view this as her being wronged. I view this as her being imprisoned. And I want to use my platform to say that Wendy Williams should be freed before they do to her what they did to Britney Spears. We got to talk
And
about Wendy
Michael
Williams.
Jackson.
You guys were messaging.
And Prince. I don't know if she was on no meds and stuff, but that is crazy. Look, Hollywood got tired of her stirring the pot, mixing the tea. She was talking too much. She probably said the wrong thing one too many times online, and they said that's a wrap. Wrap it up, pack it up, pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. Oh, that is crazy though. I didn't know that the bank could put somebody as a conservator over you and like control your finances and stuff like that and your whereabouts. The whereabouts, all right, the finances, whatever, but the whereabouts, like there has to be more to that story. How do you just pack somebody up like that?
It's safe to say you don't trust people.
No, I don't. No, when you trust somebody, you get this done to you.
Have you been wanting to bring in passive income? Well, I want to invite you to my free beginner investment class that will help you build a passive income portfolio in the stock market. I will show you how to invest in companies that pay you every quarter or every month, and you don't have to start with a lot of money. Whether you want to pay down debt, travel, move.
Who's calling that? Who's calling that shit?
I can see me sitting in the back of a cop car, banging my head on the window. I can see me slamming that last car shot glass, losing everything in my